Hey, did you know that the verb ser is used in almost every conversation in Spanish? Seriously, if you're chatting with a friend or if you're ordering food, it's all about ser. So how often do you use it? Let's dive in. Alright folks, so today we are tackling the verb ser. It's one of the most fundamental verbs in Spanish. You can't express identity, characteristics, or even talk about time without it. If you want to sound fluent, mastering the verb ser is a must. Okay, so let's get real for a second. A lot of learners struggle with the verb ser. I mean, have you ever found yourself confused between the verb ser and estar? Trust me, you're not alone. So, the verb estar and the verb ser, they both mean to be. But they are used in a totally different ways, and that's where the challenge lies. Most of the times I've noticed, and this happened with me as well, that many people freeze up when they have to choose between these two verbs, ser and estar. It can be very frustrating, right? You might think that you've got it down, but then somebody asks you a question and you're like, is it ser or estar? Is it es or esta? I know. It's all good. I'm here to clear that confusion today. So, as you know that both of these verbs ser and estar, they both mean to be. But today, we are going to talk about just one of them, and which is ser. Ser literally means to be. So, if I want to say that one day I want to be a Spanish teacher, then I would use the verb ser, which means to be, because that's exactly what it means. The issue is that when we use this verb ser with I, we, you, they, he or she, we cannot use ser everywhere. Remember the pronouns that we learned? Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros, y ellos y ustedes. I will talk about these pronouns in some other video, but in this video, we are only going to talk about ser. We cannot use ser with all of these pronouns, just like in English. We cannot say yo ser. No, it's just like in English. We cannot say in English I to be. It's wrong. So we have to use appropriate conjugation for each pronoun. Just like in English, we say I am. We don't say I to be, we say I am. Same in Spanish, we don't use ser, we use the conjugation for each pronoun, which we are going to discuss now. So here are the conjugations for the verb ser. Yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, ellos y ustedes son. So now that we have seen the conjugations of the verb ser, so let's break down the uses of the verb ser into bite-sized pieces. First up, identity. So when you want to say who somebody is or what someone does, you use the verb ser. For example, ella es profesora. We are talking about her work. Who is she? She is a professor. Ella es profesora. Tú eres el estudiante del español. So whenever we're talking about somebody's identity and what somebody does, then we use ser. Clear? Easy, right? Let's jump on to the next use. So next we have is the origin. So if you want to say where someone is from, you use the verb ser. For example, if I want to say that I am from India, yo soy de India. Lastly, let's not forget about the time. So, if you're talking about the time of day, you need ser. For example, if you want to say that it's 3, you will say son las 3, which means it's 3 o'clock. So remember, identity, origin and time are your go-to uses for the verb ser. So now I'm going to give you a very helpful tip to remember where to use ser. So you can think of the acronym doctor, which means description, occupation, characteristics, time, origin, and relationship. So whenever you think about all these categories, you'll automatically get ser in your head and it will be your buddy in all these situations. So The next time when somebody asks you to describe yourself, or when somebody asks you about your job or what you do, just remember doctor. To wrap it all up, we have covered that why ser is so essential in Spanish. From expressing identity to telling time, it's a verb that you really can't ignore if you want to communicate effectively. So mastering it will make you sound more confident and fluent. So now I want to hear from you. What's your favorite way to use the verb ser? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos for more Spanish tips. Till then, hasta luego!